Hi, welcome to Steve's Man Cave. Before we go inside, I'll just quickly, there's our table from inside. Chair number 1 and chair number 2. I'll discuss these more when we get inside. Anyway, we're trying to do a quick little tour of the van. You've been in here before, you've seen it. We've got a double bed at one end, bedside cabinets, a few drawers, etc. Little control unit, radio, stereo, stock standard turnaround. Not a huge kitchen, microwave down low, which is a bit of a pain. Limited storage up top. I've gone and purchased from IKEA a little shelving unit that we top up when we're going. And the salt, pepper, Vegemite, etc, etc. Obviously when we're travelling, it comes down very easily. Hooks back up. It just gives you more clears more bench space for Helen to wash up. When we're travelling, we tend to use tubs for our pantry. We'll fill the tub, for example. It's much easier. You take that inside, fill it up with what you're taking away on that particular trip, and then just put it back in there. Also, if you want the tomato sauce, and tomato sauce is at the back, you pull the whole tub out, grab the tomato sauce. You don't have to move everything forward. Same applies down the bottom. We've got lots of tubs. Tubs and more tubs. Up in the top here, once again we use a lot of Tupperware for little bits and pieces. We've been lucky to date with our coffee cups with a bit of non-slip matting underneath it. So far we haven't touched wood, we haven't broken any. Right, some essentials inside the caravan, your little Mozzie zapper. Charges USB, run all night without power. And you can see the end result in the morning. Fantastic. Liquid nails. You own a Jayco, you will carry liquid nails and a screwdriver. Listerine Zero. Fantastic for insect bites, ant bites, mozzie bites, etc. Takes the sting out of it. Yeah, magic stuff. Much better than sting goes. Our little fly keeper away. It does work. If we go outside, for example, and we've got a dip and bickies, we put that on the table, and it will keep the flies off the cheese and the salamis and the onions and the feta, etc, etc, etc. We also put it on the table outside when we're eating, and it does work, keeping flies from underneath it. Scotch, mandatory for someone like myself. Nibblies, whatever. Down into the laundry side, the shower. I've done no mods. Standard toilet. In the shower, however, I've put up where's a light in here somewhere? Put a rail up, little shower rail, curtain rail, whatever, across which we hang things. Those are octopus, you can buy them anywhere. Great for knickers, bras, hankies, socks, etc. And down the bottom we've got the collapsible storage bin, which we use for like a dirty clothes basket, and then there's a collapsible laundry basket. We tend to fill that when we're driving with tubs and lots of other stuff which you'll find very interesting. It's our automatic satellite unit and our SatKing satellite receiver. Made a little shelving unit to protect them, and then when we're stationary we put those 4 tubs his and hers, once again, Helen's clothes, bras, knickers, jocks, socks, t-shirts, shorts, stuff like that. Just ease of storage. Then in here we've just kept a glad wrap, baking paper. Baking paper's a must. you come across a dirty barbecue, just don't bother cleaning it. You just put a piece of baking paper across the top, cook on your baking paper, then throw your baking paper away. Or if you want to keep your barbecue clean, you just put the baking paper down on your barbecue plate, cook it, and then throw the baking paper away at the end, and you've still got a clean plate. Top one just for plastic plates, other junk that you'll find useful when you're travelling around. TV, 12-volt TV. That's the little system I've got here. I've not added to it as yet. Put a couple of labels up. Gas, hot water obviously has to be on. Like I was telling Bob before, you know, my little controls, you guys are lucky you've got the big fridge. I've only got the smaller fridge, hence I need the 2 angles on the car. But little notes like pressing and hold on high to start. You know, it's easy when you read the instructions. It works every time. You know, try again in 12 months. Those LED lights I was talking about, I don't know if yours are the same as these. Sometimes those LEDs start flashing, most annoying. When they do, I just cut the faulty ones out. Yeah, they draw a bit of current, so I keep the light usage to a minimum. As you can also see, I've taken the table out, which gives me plenty of room, you know, to walk around with. You know, Helen can make the cup of tea over there. I can eat sitting down. Not too much problem. If we need the table, it's just a matter of walking the table. It's outside, inside. And you've got the flexibility of moving it around. What else have we got? Oh, I told you how flimsy these rails can be. So far we haven't bent ours. Most important thing is that when you're lifting it up, that you've got your awning in the open position to allow you to pull it up, and obviously the 4 corners unclipped, otherwise it won't open. And when you're closing it, it's very important that all the canvas, as you know, comes on an angle. These were the plastic inserts I was talking about before. This one here is broken, the one over the other side's broken. I'm pretty sure you can get them on eBay. Then I'll just slide it in and I'll put a new one there. When you're coming down, just pull it down slowly. All the canvas should bow towards the middle automatically. If it doesn't, you can just, one of us at each end, you can just pull it out, pull the canvas out through the straps here. Or if it's halfway down, just go around and pull it by hand, and then you'll double check it before you secure it down on the outside again. That's pretty much it for a quick tour. What I do when I'm traveling, I've got a storage space under the bed. I've got this tub here I put down the side of the bed, and in that I will put 2 fold-up chairs and a spare card table, not the inside table that comes with the van, a second table, and that just sits nice and neatly in there with a blanket over it, protects it from jumping around. And the reason I do that, if we pull up anywhere, we want a cup of tea outside, just grab a chair, take it outside, and you know, very easy access both in and out of the van. And if you need to sleep in here when you're traveling, that can stay there. You can still get in and out of the bed, no problem at all. We found that much better than getting the chairs in and out of the car. And then speaking of chairs, as you've seen before, on the outside, I've got these 2 here. First chair, this fella, we've had for 20 years, been great, lightweight, but sitting in there for any more than 20 minutes, I get back pain. So pick yourselves out a decent chair. We found these Austrail Coolum 5s just spot on for us, but each to their own. But they're heavy and they're a pain in the ass carting around, but much better getting those than something like that. If I'm going to sit for reading a book for a couple of hours working on my computer, you know, I want to be comfortable. I still may and sometimes do take these, which, you know, if I'm going down to the beach or something like that, I'll take those ones down to the beach. You can get smaller ones. Right, back inside again. that's about it. There's that fan I was talking about before. 360 degrees, up, down, left, right, sideways, oscillating. Low current draw. On the low setting it's only 100 milliamps, 300 milliamps on high. Under the seat I fitted a diesel heater. Bob wants to look at it. You know, not a lot of room in there, but diesel heater's in the corner there. But if you can't, that's not needed. So that's the setup I've got in there. Yeah, intake, internal intake, output there. Got a remote control sitting there, just inside the door, and what looks like a 240 volt switch. It really is, but it's only switching 12 volts to the remote control. So if by turning it on, I'm not turning the diesel heater on, I'm just turning the remote control on. Once I turn the remote control on, the diesel heater will light up. And then we just turn that on and off accordingly. Works an absolute treat. Really does. That's it for now. Anything else, I'll get back to you later.